Hi, hello. Hi.
Alright, so we're ready for Azurillkirby's Shadow the Hedgehog ROM. How's it going, Kirby, today?
Good going. How about you?
Pretty good, thank you. It's been an amazing marathon so far. Couldn't be happier. We've had a world record. We've got amazing fan games and everything. So very happy with how things have been going.
Awesome. So ready to start?
Yep, we're ready to start on your mark.
Okay. Start on 3, 2, 1, go. So this is Shadow the Hedgehog. If you've never played it before, it plays very similarly to the other adventure-era Sonic games. The biggest difference is obviously, you know, guns. A lot of people like to say this game is Sonic with guns, and they're pretty much right. That basically is what it is. The other big difference is that there's just the speed character. There's like no treasure hunting. There's no mech levels. There's no team mechanics. There's just Shadow. And throughout the game, we're going to be using guns a lot because a lot of the routing for this game involves killing a bunch of enemies without needing to slow down. And enemies in this game have health bars. And guns can kill them a lot more quickly than just, you know, homing attacking into them over and over again.
Long time no see. Looks like it's black.
So the reason why is because every time we kill the evil enemies, like the aliens, it fills up the blue meter in the top right. And when that fills up, we can use Chaos Control, which is a really powerful ability, which in this game, like just flies through the level really fast and skips a bunch of stuff. Obviously, that's really helpful for speedruns. And so we route the game to get Chaos Control whenever we best can use it, and go fast. You'll notice that this category is called Neutral Any % No Chaos Control Glitch, because the glitch with the game, by the way, this is what Chaos Control looks like. You just fly through the level. And Chaos Control Glitch, whenever you open up a checkpoint menu and use Chaos Control at the same time, there's a glitch that basically makes it so the meter at the top right never goes down. And that's very abusable in a lot of levels, especially gold ring levels. And that's generally the fast way to beat the game, but since about last year, the no CCG categories have gained a lot in popularity. They're probably the most popular categories of the game right now. It makes the game a lot more movement-based rather than just killing enemies as fast as possible to get Chaos Control by the first checkpoint. And I tend to think they're generally a bit more interesting. So that's what's up, Liz. Coming up next is Glyphic Canyon. Glyphic Canyon is going to be the first level where we're going to be using special weapons. So whenever you beat one of the various endings of this game, you unlock special weapons, of which there are 6, and we're going to be using 3 of them over the course of the run. They're all really powerful. In Glyphic Canyon, we're going to be using the Omochao gun, which is a really powerful gun. In the early levels of the game, it basically one-shots every enemy, not as much in the later levels. And not only that, whenever it hits an enemy, it'll just like bounce back and forth between enemies, like find new enemies and hit them, which can help us get a lot of points really fast when there's a lot of like small enemies in the area, as well as destroying parts of the environment, which a lot of the guns do, and it's really helpful. At the start level, there's this big loop at the start. Going through loop-de-loops is slow, so we're gonna just like slide kick off of it and go fast. We do ring dashes on the game. They're really fast, and they help you get up to max speed really fast. Oh yeah, that dash panel right there is really slow. It wastes like 5 seconds. You wouldn't believe it just by like looking at it. It's way too slow. So up here is a shadow box. This is where all the special weapons are. They all drop at one time. Another loop-de-loop up here. We're going to skip.
Try going down.
Part of the routing of this game involves only killing so many enemies because we want to use the Chaos Control as efficiently as possible. So I'm constantly keeping track of my points and my meter at the top right. So like I didn't get all the enemies in the last section, you notice, because there's one part of the level which Chaos Control really saves time, as you'll see later. Hopefully. So coming up next is what we call a spin dash high jump. So whenever you do a spin dash in this game, you get a lot of horizontal momentum, and if you use that on a slope and you jump, you can redirect all the momentum upwards and gain a lot of height. In this level, this trick is really hard, and I'll die if I fail it, so hopefully I get it. Got it. Yeah, I'm able to jump Oh god, don't fall off. Thank you. Yeah, we were able to skip going around a big circle. That saves a few seconds, not a big amount of time. And yeah, the trick's really cool, and it looks really cool to do. Coming up is a kind of similar thing where there's this, like, you kind of see this big loop around this section. We don't care, we're just going to skip right from the start of the loop to the end of the loop. That was dangerous. I almost ring dashed off the edge there.
This temple looks pretty odd.
Let's come next, I'm about to fill up the meter. And like I mentioned earlier, we want to use it at the most effective time. So whenever you're in like over a pit or in a dangerous area, the game doesn't want to make you drop chaos control because it's like, oh, you're in a dangerous area. You don't want to fall into a pit when the meter runs out. So it's going to keep me going until we get past this tornado to the next section, which skips those tornado cutscenes that play if you saw the 2 times earlier, which, you know, that saves a good amount of time. That's Glyphic Canyon. Coming up next is Prison Island, and you may notice so far in the game we've only been doing the gold ring missions, and we're going to be not doing that this level, because this level has a lot of different missions, like each level has like 2 or 3, and the different missions, they're kind of like Team Chaotix and Sonic Heroes, stuff like kill all of the enemies in the level, or collect the 5 collectibles, and that brings us to different levels, like there's a different pathway. The neutral any % for this game just goes straight to all gold rings every mission, but without using the chaos control glitch, it's actually faster to get off the path, like to go up to the upper part for 2 levels and then go back down to the neutral to get one of the 2 neutral endings. And for Prison Island, the mission we're going to be doing is to kill 40 gun soldier enemies. There are 41, so we can afford to miss 1, but otherwise it's a lot of them, but we don't have to slow down too much to get them, because, you know, guns are really helpful. Once again, the Omochao gun one-shots every enemy in this level, which is great. Oh, this is Charmy, everyone's favorite character. But, like, what's a top-secret disc? Charmy's the best. So, on this river, like, the acid is, like, poisonous, and if you stand on it, then you take damage. And that makes it really hard to go through walking, so we get on the vehicle as the game intends. However, the second river in this level, we're going to just run through it without taking any damage, because whenever you fill up either... Yeah, there you see. Whenever you fill up either meter in this game, if you're not using the ability, you get invincibility and infinite ammo, which is incredibly useful. This section has a lot of hero enemies, and we're going to just fill up a lot of points really fast. Okay, I got that enemy. I almost thought I missed him. It's a good thing to counter top up. So this section has no gun enemies, so we can just chaos control right past it. Those 2 down here. I'm going to try another spin dash high jump. Ooh. Oh, I almost got it. That saves like 2 seconds or so. It's really hard to do though, but it's a lot safer than the one in Glyphic Canyon. Oh, I need a... There we go. So, meter's full, even though I only have 2 ammo, and I can just run over this meter and just spam the gun because of infinite ammo. And because I keep killing gun soldiers, it keeps filling the dark meter. And that means I never run out of meter over this section. There we go. The final 2 enemies are on their way down here. And there we go. That's Prison Island. So coming up next is the Doom. If you've ever played this game, you know the Doom is just a giant maze of a level that's really convoluted and all the rooms look the same, and it's really dumb. And like part of the reason is that you can kind of go backwards in certain parts of the level, so there are doors that are locked on one side, and there are switches on the other side that unlock them that would bring you backwards in the level. We're going to abuse this fact, because we can hit the switch through the wall with the satellite laser, which is another one of the special weapons. And this skips 2/3 of the level, despite the trick being really, really easy. And this level just becomes a complete joke because of it, and I love it. Also, we're going to be putting out fires because there's no aliens in this level, and putting out fires gives us hero meter, because, you know, it's a very good thing to do. Yeah, there's just satellite laser in here. We just point at the wall, to the door, and a giant laser from the sky hits the switch and opens it up for us. And then that skips 2/3 of the level, and this is going to chaos control right to the end. This level is just really funny, just how much of a joke it is. Also, that door, there's so many ways to skip it. Like, not only can you hit this through the door, there's 3 different ways to jump out of bounds over the door and get to the other side. It's hilarious. So coming up next is Hedgehog, which is a really cool boss fight. The route is pretty simple. You hit him a bunch until he drops one of his rocket launchers, and then you use the rocket launcher to like make him drop even more rocket launchers, and just melt him. Though it's a lot more complicated than that makes it sound. There's a lot of like improv you need to do because he can go like all over the place. Guns can drop anywhere. I don't know if it's RNG, but it's oh, I need to restart. If you take damage during that, it's faster to just restart the game because it's really hard to get him to drop a gun once he starts moving. There we go. What? Oh my god.
This is Hedgehog. Target has been sighted.
Like, it takes a lot of time to try to get him a drop-in gun if you can't get it at the beginning. This usually doesn't take this many tries. Usually I can get it first or second try.
Hedgehog. Target has been sighted. Proceeding to engage and neutralize.
There we go. Got him drop one. So I'm just firing at him, getting it. Okay, I got a lot of ammo drop. This is good. I made him fire the laser down on the ground while I came up here so I can spam shots at him. That was a really good Hedgehog. Obviously the resets made that slow, but a 21 Hedgehog is really good. Like, I expect to get a 28 most of the time, and my record's like a 20-something. That's really good.
Dare you harm Maria?
That makes up for all the resets, honestly.
Out of my sight.
So coming up next is Air Fleet. So this level, we're going to be doing the hero mission to get back onto the neutral path. And the hero mission is to destroy all the alien enemies. We defeat all the gun soldier enemies, now we're going to defeat all the alien enemies. There's 35 of them, and it's pretty easy to not miss any of them. They're all just right on the path. And in this level, we're going to be using the Shadow Rifle, which is the most powerful gun in the game. It one-shots pretty much every single enemy, but it's really helpful here because there are like half of the enemies are these giant, high HP golem enemies, and they would take 3 shots to kill with the Yomochao gun, but they're 1 shot with the Shadow Rifle, which is really good.
It's the black creatures. Shadow, be careful.
Go ahead, yeah. Perfect timing.
We have a $25 donation from Dan God. I said I was on
Hey,
Team
Dan.
Kill during my run, didn't I?
You may notice that the text in this game is in Italian. There is no reason for this. I just set the language to Italian like a few months ago, and I haven't changed it back yet. The text looks funny for me, not person who does not speak Italian. Also, these doors. There's this cool text you can do with these doors. I missed it there. Where you can like keep all your speed through them. I missed it there too. It's really hard to do, but it's kind of cool when you can do it. Like, you can either run diagonally into a door as it opens, or you jump dash into it, like as it's opening. Both of those let you keep a lot of speed going into it. Hopefully I can get one in some of the later doors. Oh yeah, spin dashing onto a rail is really fast. You'll see this a lot in the next level. We're not using chaos control here because we had to kill that one last enemy before the fan, and then we can just use the invincibility to get over the electrified rail. One enemy to the right over there. I shoot twice to hit a box in front of him. Did I get him? I didn't. Okay. The one in the other section is just a bunch of golems, and let's see. There I go, got it there. I ran diagonally into the door as it was opening. That lets me keep all my speed. We are going to chaos control here because the area to here to where the meter runs out, there's no enemies. Just goes over this rail section. Oh god, I need to actually go back. I didn't mean to jump there. And it's hard to just run past that without a spin dash. Even though we don't have invincibility, we can just damage boost over this electrified rail. It's way faster than what they actually want you to do. And the last 3 enemies are in here. There we go. That's Air Fleet. So coming up next is the final stage, Lava Shelter, and we're going to be doing the Dark Mission. This is a fairly recent change to the route, like within like the last few months. We used to do the Hero Mission for this level. They both lead to a neutral ending. So, but it's slightly faster to do the Dark Mission, but it's also quite a bit harder. There's a lot of places I can die, and if I do die, I'm just going to switch to Hero, because if I die, then I lose what I need in order to make this mission faster. This level's going to use a lot of that trick where I did spin dashing onto rails to go fast. Also, a new trick that I literally found 2 days ago. You've noticed throughout the run, there's a bunch of these like character cutscenes, like Tails shows up and it says Tails on screen. You can skip the Omega cutscene in this level. I found this 2 days ago, and it's kind of cool. Hopefully I can get it. Obviously, I'm not too practiced on it because it's fairly recent. Let's see.
The X button will make me do a 180 to gain a burst of speed.
There we go, I got it. We load in the enemies behind him by walking forward, and then spin dash past him, because when he's attacking enemies, he can't actually become automatically affiliated to you.
Run short distances.
And we're going to use that fact to just we basically stealth past Omega, and it's kind of cool. So pick up the Shadow Rifle. Oh yeah, I didn't say the mission for this level. The mission for this level, we have to activate the 5 lava defense generators, and to do that, we have to use the Shadow Rifle, because you just shoot it to activate it, and it does a lot of damage. So it's enough to activate the generators in one shot. And we do want to get enemies in this level, because after the 4th generator, there's this really long vertical shaft that's incredibly slow. And using Chaos Control there saves 45 seconds. It's kind of ridiculous just how slow the climb is. But yeah, we have Chaos Control, so...
The second machine is up and running. Don't you worry. Even with
okay, that was weird.
You can still get through. You're going to need to use the walls to get past here.
Yeah, a lot more spin dashing on the rails because it's really fast.
This rail is already under the...
Oh, that was close. I jumped a bit early there.
The Shadow Android's standard armament is also very relentless.
I'm going to shoot this thing from above. There we go. And I'm going to jump over there. The dark path is over here. Oh god, no. Oh no! No! Oh, that's bad. Where am I? I need to go back, because Wait, I can... Yeah, I died, which makes me loot... I forgot that lava's there. But can I still actually... Hold up. Yeah, without the Chaos Control, it's not fast. Let's see if I can get that. I've never had to do this. There we go, I got it. I've never had to do that before, because I never died that late into the level. So now, normally past that room would be the generator and our Chaos Control up. Instead, I'm going to go this way because it's much faster than having to go up the vertical shaft. The boss is the same either way, regardless of if you do the hero or the dark mission. Also, here's you get to see a thing. I'm going to jump off this rail and fall down, land right on the bottom part. There we go. There we go, there's the going. So coming up next is Egg Dealer, which is the final boss. Egg Dealer is this really dumb, really convoluted, really RNG boss.
Doctor.
The route is really convoluted. And it makes no sense, just by watching, why anything is done. So the thing we're going to start this boss is because we want to pick up a gun, because the fast way to... what we want to do is we want to use the infinite ammo of Chaos Fever with a gun in order to shoot his cockpit a bunch and do a lot of damage to him. In order to do that, though, in order to make guns spawn, Egg Dealer, he's like this weird roulette boss where, if you hit him, you'll complete a roulette, and something will happen. But the only way to make a gun drop is to force him to fail one of the roulettes. And to do that, we have to get one of the things on the roulettes that he cannot get, which is either ring or shadow. See if I can get it. I got bombs. Because he got bombs, he can stop himself, which means he can't fail it. Which means I just have to complete the roulette and wait a cycle for the next one to start. Though I can, hit him in his cockpit a tiny bit. All right, there we go. Now I'm going to jump to the middle, because this makes the boxes spawn at the same place on the outside. It's going to spawn on that side over there. I'm going to pay attention to where he stops, and maybe I'll be able to manipulate his movement to help me. No, I won't be able to do this. Now I just have to wait for him to stop. Roulette hope. No, he's gonna get egg pawns. Which means I'm gonna make him fail another roulette. This is really bad RNG. It's really impossible to control. Hopefully now I want to get Shadow so I can get Chaos Fever. Rings. This is the worst RNG I could get. It's really bad. Now he's gonna get Shadow next, guaranteed. And I want him to stop right before a straightaway. There we go. So, because whenever he's on straightaway, it's easier to hit him a bunch. Start matching the B button. Time is coming up soon. Oops. Oh god. Don't. Oh god. I didn't mean to press that. That's fine though. I can still deal with this. That's Chaos Blast. It's pretty useless. There we go. Time.
No, this can't be.
That's that jog. The ending up here is really dumb.
Sorry, Doctor.
Shadow thinks he's an android created by Dr. Eggman. He isn't, by the way. Spoiler alerts if you haven't played the game. And he's like, and he kills Eggman for creating him? This game is really bad. I love this game. I love this game to death. It's not a good game, though. I love this. I love this a lot.
Speedrunner's famous last words.
I love this game.
This game is bad.
This game is bad.
I love it.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
All right, well, Azurillkirby, thank you so much for coming here and showcasing this game. Honestly, I didn't know what to expect exactly. Started flying around with the tornado level and everything was like, what's going on?
Yeah.
This game is beautifully broken, let's just put it this way.
Honestly, though, this game is a lot less broken than the other 3D Sonic games. There's really not that many glitches. Like, there are no real glitches in this run at all. Surprisingly stable compared to other Sonic games. It's weird. But it looks really weird, though, and it's badly designed, so it makes up for it, really.
Awesome.
Awesome.
All right. Well, once again, thank you. Let's hear it one more time for Azurillkirby, everyone.
Thank you very much for having me.
Although, stay tuned, because up next, we have speedrunning royalty coming up with Super Metroid. The #1 speed game ever.
Kill the animals.
In my opinion, and everyone else's, obviously. Low percent ice, aka 14% items on the SNES with Kip, which is going to be an amazing run. Kip, by the way, is top 4 on the leaderboards for that category, so no pressure. Kip, if you can hear me. With that being said, we're going to go for a quick setup and we'll be right back, so stay tuned.